What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sean Wave, and I'm back at y'all with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how fixing your brushing angles can better your connections. So, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. So what's going on, guys? So today I'm back at y'all just to show you guys how fixing your brushing angles can better your connections. If you haven't seen my last video, I'll link it up here so you guys can check it out. But I basically showed you guys how I was able to better my connections on my right side just by tweaking my brushing angles and staying consistent. I really thought that was an informative video, but I didn't show you guys exactly how I brush. All I did was show you guys the collage from then until now. But in today's video, I'm going to be going more in depth because my left side is all messed up. So I'm going to show you guys the angles I'm going to be taking to brush on my left side. And with these angles, I'm going to stay consistent, and with consistency, my waves are going to get better and my connections are going to flow better. So basically what I'm about to show you guys is more so catered for people that have multiple forks or multiple broken waves on one side or area of their pattern. I get people all the time that inbox me on Instagram asking me about how to break forks. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram yet, I'll link that in the description down below, and it'll probably show up right here on the screen. But I get people all the time that inbox me on Instagram about breaking forks, and when they send me the pictures of the forks that they have multiple forks in that area. And sometimes I ask them, I'll be like, well, how long have you been waving for? And most of them tell me they've been waving for less than 6 months. Waving takes time and consistency, especially if you're new to the game. So most times when you have a head full of forks, that's just because your hair is still getting trained to lay in the direction that you want your pattern to go. But you also have to take into account that if you continue to stay consistent with your angles, especially if they're proper angles, but if you continue to stay consistent with those angles, those forks are going to go away, and then it's going to come down to you having like 1 to 2 forks on one side, or maybe like one major fork on the side. That's hard to get out. But I'm not doing a video on those type of waves, so if you have those type of waves where you just have about 1 or 2 forks on each side of your head, you're good. You could probably try Jesus' flawless connection method to break those forks. But what I'm going to show you guys is how I'm going to break down my left side into 3 separate brushing angles to make my waves flow better and to connect properly. Alright guys, so yeah, this is my left side. So what I did was I cut down to a 1.5 just so it could be easier to change the direction of my waves at the root. The higher you are, it's harder to change the direction of your waves, especially if you're trying to adjust angles. So I suggest you cut down to a 1.5 if you are trying to do this. So this is my whole left side, and I'm going to break it down into 3 angles. So the 3 angles are here, here, and here. So you can basically call that your back left, your middle left, and your top left. So the best way to attack this is figuring out the way your hair grows. And that's going to lead me back to what I was saying, cutting down to a 1.5. When you cut down to a 1.5, matter of fact, if you're a coarse hair waver, I would say cut down to a 1, and that's just to see the direction that your hair grows. Now me, I know the direction that my hair grows because I've been waving a long time. But the reason why my left side looks like this is because I was just recently shifting for like 6 months. So prior to December, I was shifting, so that's why my left side looks like this. So while I was shifting, I was getting away from my proper brushing angles. So today I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get back to those angles. So as I said, I'm breaking my left side down into 3 angles. So the first angle I'm going to show you is my back angle. Now, I will say my crown is over here on my left side. So with that being said, these angles are predicated off my crown. So the first angle I have for you guys is my back left side. So that's going to be straight down and basically towards the middle of the back of my head. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that's the way this section of my hair grows, and also it's easier to come off my crown. I'm going for a 360 beehive crown, but I think it might end up being a 360 swirl just because the way I'm brushing. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize that your crown, it naturally swirls anyway. So I'm basically just brushing from my crown straight to my hairline with all my angles on my head now. So I brush my back left straight down and towards the middle of the back of my head. Now, I will say in my last video, I was talking about I was using curves, but honestly, that was just really for an experiment. I decided to go back with 7-row brushes because of all the new Torino drops that are going to be dropping for the next year. If you guys don't know about the 52 shades of royalty that are going to be dropping, I'm going to link Justin Time's channel up here, so you guys can go to his channel and see the brushes that came out already, as well as new Torino Pro brushes that are coming out. I will be getting all the brushes that are coming out. I'll do reviews on some of the brushes, so you guys let me know which brushes you want me to review, and I'll do reviews on them. But I will say that me and Justin Time, we kind of touched on some of the same topics, so I would say just watch his videos because he has all the brushes and he's gonna get all the upcoming brushes from Brush King. Now back to this video. Now I showed you guys how I'm brushing my back left straight down. Now I'm gonna go to my middle left, and that's this angle right here. So basically, I like from here, I go for my crown and I go at a slant. But with this slant, you gotta understand, I'm not really brushing down anymore. It's more so going up, if that makes sense. So if you guys see what I'm doing, it's like I'm brushing straight forward, but I'm brushing up to go towards my top left. And with this, you can either vertical brush or you can brush straight up like this. That's cool. But this is the direction that my hair grows, so that's why I'm brushing my angles like this. And then the last angle I'm going to show you guys is my top left, and that angle is actually, I'll show you guys in my right hand so it can be easier for you guys to see it. See, with this, I want to go more into my top, so I'm angling the brush basically slightly to turn it to go more into my top. So what this is doing, this is basically fixing my flow, because before I was brushing everything to the left to fix a slant that I had, but now I want to slant it ever so slightly so it can flow properly into my top. So when I brush like this, and if I stay consistent, in a few months, this side will definitely, I'm not gonna say this side will be forkless, but it'll be similar to my right side. So to recap real quick, what I'm going to be doing is my back left, I'm brushing down towards the middle of my back of my head. My middle left, I'm brushing basically in a vertical brush direction, but kind of going up, if that makes sense. And my top left, I'm going straight towards the top. I'm kind of brushing at an angle towards the middle of the top of my head. Now, these are my angles. Your angles may differ, so you guys have to figure out the way your hair grows. And as I said, it's best to cut down low to figure out the way your hair grows. Now for my straight hair wavers, I would say you guys should maybe cut down a 2 at the lowest, because if you're a straight hair waver, your curl length is a little bit higher. But if you're a medium texture or a coarse hair waver, definitely cut down to like a 1 or 1.5 to figure out the way your hair grows. Alright, so that's all I got for today, guys. If you guys like this video, click that like button. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. And if you want to see my last video, click right here. It's your boy Sean Wave. Shout out to One Wave Nation. That's my squad. Peace.